Hello everyone, Turtleags here, bringing you another AFK Journey guide. Today I will be talking about Odie, first reviewing his kit, and then because Odie is one of the best, if not the best damage dealer in the Dream Realm, I will suggest the best Dream Realm team, or one of the best, that you can run with Odie on today's Dream Realm. So without further ado, let's begin. We'll start off with his kit, his ultimate Corrosive Dart. Odie fires a corrosive dart, dealing 150% damage and dart poison to an enemy. The poison target will receive 30% damage every second until defeated. Yes. Dart poison cannot be dispelled. So that's really amazing against the boss, because even if Odie dies, the poison stacks will continue to trigger until the duration of the map, until the fight is over. And when you get his ultimate higher level, or just by increasing your resonances, he does gain 600 energy when a poisoned enemy is defeated, but only 200 if the enemy is a summoned unit. Yeah. That actually doesn't... I'm not sure if that helps with the boss, but moving onwards, triple tap. Odie deals 60% damage to an enemy 3 times. The attacks from this skill are considered normal attacks. This is especially useful against this one other enemy that throws snowballs at you and does a hailstorm on you, because he crowd controls you, making it so you can't heal or cast any spells. But the fact that Odie deals triple... the main source of his damage is from triple tap, which is considered a normal attack. That is an important clause, which means that his damage output should be more or less the same even when the enemy CCs you. So that is something that makes him unique compared to almost every other character in the game. Venom Surge. Odie launches normal attacks to the nearest poison... Oh, Snow Stomper. Thank you, Obi-Wan. Yeah, that Dream Realm boss is called Snow Stomper. Odie launches normal attacks to the nearest poison target in priority. Okay. If the normal attacks hit a poison enemy, the base damage of the poison dart is permanently increased by 25% up to 20 stacks. So this is where it becomes absolutely insane, because if the fight goes long enough, you will have 20 stacks on this enemy. So it's like, what? The base damage of the poison dart poison is increased permanently by 25% up to 20 stacks. So you stack 20 of these. So this is why towards the very end, like if your team has survived, that's why people get these insane scores, because if your team is well designed and they can and you're like really high leveled and you're really tanky and everyone's living, including Odie, the poison stacks don't go away, right? We read that earlier. So eventually you'll see, like, in the beginning, little bitty damage, and then all of a sudden at the 50%, 60% mark, it accelerates. Yeah, so that's why you can see like huge score differentials sometimes, because depending on how well your team is built, right? Like let's say you have a Coco that's premium plus, whereas your competitor didn't, and you can keep Odie alive during the entire fight, the damage gets absolutely insane. So Odie is definitely the GOAT in Dream Realm. Hero Focus, of course you really want to get this to level 3. Any way you can get him to attack even faster is going to allow you to apply to hit that 20 stacks like very fast. So that's awesome. And then when he gets Mythic Plus, what happens is that Odie immediately defeats poison enemies when their HP falls below a certain limit, which is equal to 5.2 times the base damage dealt by dart poison per second. Each time a poisoned enemy hero is defeated, the limit is increased by 0.5 times of the base damage. Okay, so what does this mean? So basically Odie is like one of those units where the more enemies Odie KOs, the greater his damage output. It doesn't really have as much relevance on Dreamworld fights, but actually it kind of does matter because like this boss that we're about to face, he does set up a barrier, and when Odie sets up the barrier and Odie kills it, I would presume that's defeating a poison enemy. I mean, it's kind of hard to count too, but I would imagine so. Okay, so now if you have him at Premium Plus, when triple tap hits a poison target, its damage is increased by 1.5 times the dart poison damage per second. So essentially, if I'm reading this correctly, Supreme Plus increases its damage output from triple tap by 50%. So it's just a huge damage boost. Okay, so now that I've gone over that, let's go over the team that I want to showcase for today. So this one is the team that actually brought me the highest score by a whole 30%. This is on Hell mode, which the first time that I did this with what most people run, I think I only got 10%. But then I did a couple tricks, and now thanks to a viewer who was commenting in chat, and now I can get a much higher score. So I'll just do one battle because I want to save my retries for the end of the day when I'm high resonance. I still have the main story to go through, but I at the very least want to show this to you once for a viewer of mine, as well as to show all of you. Okay, so currently I'm rank 10. This was what I achieved with the team that I'm about to showcase with you all. And this was the exact setup I went with. So basically the way King Croaker works is that there's 3 points in the game, the 15-second, the 35-second, and the 55-second mark, where he one-shots the party member that is most in the front. And so that's why we have Thorin, because he can die twice to soak up 2 of those insta-kills. And then you have your healer will probably die next if you last long enough, depending on your positioning. Well, I have my healer right behind Thorin, so he most likely will be the one next. You can actually, for your damage dealers, because Odie is your primary damage dealer, you could have him kind of in the back to ensure that he's the last one to... Well, actually... Yeah, he will be the last one because I believe he has longer range than everyone else. So what is this team trying to do? Well, Smokey has that aura where if you have 4 or more units in the aura, you get an attack boost. Who can I replace Raynor with? You can replace Raynor with Viperion, or if your team is wiping too fast, you can... Actually, I would start with Coco. Start with Coco. And once you're surviving to the end of the match, then you can swap her for Viperion to get a higher score. Yeah. Hey Taurus, you're in a video. We're doing an Odie video now. Okay, and so, you know, Smokey is an offensive healer, buffs your attack, but also anyone within the cloud, which will not reach the boss unfortunately, will lose damage over time. In our case, we're actually going to launch our Brutus to, or not Brutus, sorry, our Kruger to the front, because Kruger has the ability to shred up to 40% of the enemy's physical defense, and it is a stack that will stay on King Croaker until the end of the match. And this is what allows Odie to deal insane amount of damage. Yeah, and let me see. Yeah, Raynor won't benefit from that, but Odie is the GOAT. His damage tends to be way higher than everyone else's. I mean, Cessia would be nice to squeeze in, but we don't have space for her. So let's go ahead and give this a try. We're just adding the Star Shard spell for that extra true damage, as well as accelerate, giving us more HP and applying haste, which allows us to generate our ultimate a little bit faster. So let's go ahead and get started. Rainer's going to teleport him to the front. Yep, that way we can stop wasting time. Oh, and actually he technically would actually die first. So actually this allows our healer to never be, you know, the third applicant of the one-shot mechanic. Now what I'm concerned about is he already uses revive, so this is already not looking good. But we'll see. I think we're doing alright. We're doing alright. Oh, and that red claw debuff, that's the defense shred. Odie's still alive, so that's really pog. We've already beaten our score. 50-50. Yes! Yo, we broke our record. Okay, so that's pretty much the team for you there. Yo, yeah, Smokey got KO'd last time, so now I'm ranked 9. That's kind of nice. Yo, that's pog. I got some diamonds from that. Does it get higher with more dupes? His range? No, his range does not get higher with dupes. Yeah, thank you guys, thank you. So that actually was a very good video. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed that, hope you learned something from it, and understand now why you should probably start investing in Odie now if you haven't already. If you enjoyed this video, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, guys.